What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the No Luck Addict podcast, the podcast for young entrepreneurs. Listen, man, I'm not going to waste no time. We're going to jump right into the episode, but I do need you to do me a favor. If the content in this episode, if it does anything for you, right? If it helps you in your business, if it helps you in your life, please share it out. Please leave a review and make sure that you subscribe. That's all I need. Let's jump to the episode. Okay, we are live. What's going on, everybody? Great morning. Yeah, I said it. It's a great morning. Hold on, let me get my stuff right real quick. It's a great morning, y'all. It's a great morning. It is what? Wednesday, November 17th. Y'all, the end of the year is approaching. It's approaching real fast. But y'all know I don't like to waste no time. Let me start this recording. I don't like to waste no time, right? I like to jump right into the subject. So I've been working on my mindset. Let me put it like this, right? I've been working on my mindset, right? Like I've literally been doing the deep work as far as my mindset goes. Like every single morning, I'm making sure that not only am I waking up, I'm expressing gratitude to God for waking me up, right? I'm First thing in the morning, I'm popping on the headphones. I'm trying to get my mind geared for the morning. I'm going to the gym. I'm getting my body right. I hit the sauna. And in the sauna, I'm journaling, right? And I'm realizing a trend. As I journal this stuff out, right? Every single day, I'm journaling it. I'm writing this out, right? And I'm realizing that the more and more that I gear my mind, the more and more I realize that God wants me to win. Right? We're just gonna start there, right? I got a whole nother thing I want to break down, but we're just gonna start there. Like I'm in the mindset now where I truly believe that God wants me to win. Right? I believe that the dream that God gave me, that God wants me to fulfill it. I believe that the vision God gave me, that God wants me to fulfill it. I believe the business that God gave me, God wants me to build it, and not just build it, but build it successfully. What's going on, Jasmine? So I just believe, I'm just in that mindset that God wants me to win. And most of us, for some reason, because things like in life happen, right? We get in this mindset of, we get in this defeatist mindset, like I don't know if I can really, right? We get self-defeated, right? And then we start thinking this way, and then we get in the habit of thinking this way, and now our business can't grow. Right now we're not even waking up with the same energy that we normally will wake up with if we knew in our minds that the vision that God gave us, that the dream that God gave us, that God wants us to win. You got to understand one thing. Just because there's resistance in your life, I talked about this like 2 episodes ago. Just because there's resistance in your life, that don't mean to stop. That don't mean not to go forward. That's actually a sign that you're on the right path. There's no resistance on the path of nothing. You know what I'm saying? There's no resistance on the path of nothing. When I was doing nothing with my life, there was no resistance. So check this out. Not only do I believe that God wants us to win, I also believe that I lack nothing. We just talking about mindset right now. I'm not even into the subject yet. We're just talking about mindset. I believe that I lack nothing. I live in a world of abundance. I lack nothing. Now, here's the thing. Everything that I want is not in my possession, but it's accessible. See, the thing about lack means it's not available. Right? If I lack something, it's not even available. Like if I lack something, that means I can't even reach out and get it. But I believe that every single thing that I need, I'm already in possession of. I got plenty of love surrounding me. Right? I got life, I got energy, I got health. This is how I'm gearing my mind every single day. I lack nothing. I'm living in a world of abundance. Right? I'm surrounded by money. I'm surrounded by things. Now, do I need to work towards it? Absolutely. but I don't lack it. I just haven't possessed it yet. So those are the two things that I want to start us off with with our mindset, right? Number one, God wants me. I'm making it personal. God wants me to win. Number two, I lack nothing. I lack nothing. I got everything that I need right now in this season. In this harvest season, I got every single thing that I need. I'm in possession of it all, right? I'm in possession of it all. Now, here's the thing. Every single time we start putting this out, we start putting this energy out, your mind is going to attack it. Well, if you don't got everything you need, then why you like we going to kill that. Right now, in this moment, today, we ain't talking about tomorrow. Like I said 2 days ago, tomorrow's a myth. We're talking about right now, today. You lack nothing. You got everything that you need in order to build what you need to build today, right? So let's get into the subject for today, man. I want to break down a method that I call the PPF method. Now, if you hear anybody using this, just know they got it from your boy, right? If you hear anybody using it, because I just made this up, I just put it into perspective this morning. Now, we started off gearing our minds, right? Now, there's a few things going on right now, right? As an entrepreneur, you're either super happy right now with what's going on, or you're like neutral in the middle, like I'm happy, but I want more, or you're on the low end of the spectrum where you like, man, things just not going my way. Like I should be further, right? Most of us feel like I should be further in life. I should be further down the line. Like I feel you. But let's add some perspective to that real quick, right? The PPF method. We're talking about past, present, future. Hear what I'm saying? Past, present, future, right? So now check this out. If you're in the category of life is not going the way that I want it to go right now, my business isn't where I want it to be right now, I need to add some perspective to you real quick. I want you to go back to the top of the year. We ain't even gonna go back way back. We're just gonna go to the top of the year. Have you progressed from then till now? Right? Let's go back to the past. How much progress have you made in your business? I know for me, I'm looking at me and my wife was just talking about this yesterday. I'm looking at the playing field. I'm like, yo, we are way beyond. Last month, we actually hit a goal that we've been trying to hit, and we didn't even celebrate it because we were so busy trying to do the next thing. And sometimes we need to take a step back and look at where we came from till now. We need to look at the past. When you first started that business, when you first started whatever the goal is, whether it's weight loss, whatever the goal is, when you first started, you were in a specific spot. Now you're in a whole nother spot way up the street, right? Miles down the road. And you're looking at your life like, man, I ain't where I want to be. But look how far you've come. Look what you've built so far. Look what you're creating so far. We're doing something in our family that's never been done. Just the fact we've been married 9 years, like we don't come from marriage. That's not what we come from, right? The business that we building, like we don't come from that. The educational system that my wife is building with my children, like we don't come from that. So sometimes I got to have some perspective and say, okay, this is where I was. This is where I am. 2 years ago, this is where I was. We had a tote in the corner, right? We had a tote. Now, if I show you, you know what I'm saying? If I spin this mug around, hold on, let me get this straight. Let me get this straight real quick. If I spin this mug around, like you see, like I had a tote. There was a tote. There was a tote in the corner. We got over 400 pairs. Perspective. No, I'm not where I want to be, right? Perspective, though. I'm definitely not where I started at. Definitely not. We have built something, and I'm not hanging my hat on this, but we've built something. We've done something. You've done something. You've built something. Now, can we improve? Absolutely. We'll do that on Sunday or something. We'll talk about ways to improve on what we've already done, right? We'll do that. But right now, let's just have some perspective. I'm not where I was. I'm further down the road. And if I'm not, and listen, if I did not progress the way that I feel like I should have progressed, that's on me. And I'm taking ownership of that. If I did not wake up every day and do what I needed to do, I'm taking ownership of that. because nobody else is in control of my success but me. So I'm taking ownership of that. And if you could take ownership of that, guess what? You've already progressed, just because the old you probably wouldn't have even took ownership. You probably would have blamed it on this and that, this, that. That's a growth method in itself. Just taking ownership of, yeah, okay, I didn't do this, that, and this, right? So we taking ownership. We looking at the past. We looking where we came from a month ago. We looking. It's the PPF method, past, present, future. Because a lot of us, we down on ourselves because we feel like things ain't going the way that we planned them to go. Let's go back. Let's go back a month. Let's go back 60 days. Let's go back 90 days. I hope you've been keeping track of your progress. And here's the thing. I'm going to say this. Most of us have a very hard time understanding how close we are because we don't measure nothing. We ain't measuring it. Like, we ain't wrote it down. We can't go back 30 days and say, oh, snap, my sales increased. Oh, snap, like I've invested more. Like, we can't go back because we're not measuring. So that's one thing that we got to do. Like I said, we'll talk about that on Sunday or something for the Sunday sit down. I've been going live every day. We might talk about it tomorrow. Hell, I don't know. But we're looking at our past. Now, here's the one I love. Here's the one I love right now. Here's the one I love. Present. Right? So we went past, we went present. We're going present right now. Now, I started this thing out with the gratitude, right? I started this thing out like I lack nothing. In my present moment, I lack nothing. I got everything that I need in my possession right now. The present moment that you're in right now is filled with opportunity. It's filled with opportunity, right? If you don't know something, you got access to a book. If you don't know something, you got Google. If you don't know something, like, you can talk to Siri. Siri can hit you up. In the present, I have everything that I need to succeed. In the present, today. Today is filled with opportunity. The present me thinks different. I want you to do this. I want you to do this exercise. Sit down and write down like all the things that the present you is doing right in your business, right? In your life, with your children. Just write down all the things that the present you is doing right. Right? We ain't worried about the other stuff. Like, all the things that the present you, your values, all these different things that you have now in your possession right now, just make a list and you will see that you are presently living in abundance. Now, you might say, Destry, but I don't got all the money. Listen, the money is available. The money's all around you. You put your product out there. You tell people about your product. You're doing those things. Guess what? You can't control whether or not somebody comes and buys it, but you can control what you do with your product. All I can do is list the product and do my best to promote the product. That's all I can do. Matter of fact, let me do this right now. I'm promoting the podcast. You feel me? No Luck at It podcast. We're going to promote this right now. You know what I'm saying? Go subscribe to the podcast. Go subscribe to the podcast. The No Luck at It podcast, right? We're going to do that right now, right? In the present, y'all. In the present, I'm lacking nothing. Everything that I need is in my possession. Now, this may be, I told y'all I love the present. I love the present part. But this is really where we really got to dig deep into this one, right? The future. The future. And here's what I mean by this. I told y'all, I think it was Sunday, the difference between the entrepreneur in you and the technician in you. The entrepreneur is the visionary. The entrepreneur is the dreamer, right? The technician is the worker, the one that likes to build, the one that likes to do the hands-on work, right? Now, the future calls for you to be the entrepreneur. Let me say this. The future calls for you to be an entrepreneur. I use this method right here. I am becoming ... Right? I am becoming I am becoming a millionaire. I am becoming, right, one of the greatest entrepreneurs I ever lived. I am like, you got to start writing these things down. You got to start like speaking these things out. I am becoming. This is what I'm aiming for. I'm just setting my intention. This is what I'm aiming for. I am becoming ... And with that, with that, right? Now we gotta go one layer deeper, right? We said I am becoming, but now we about to go one layer deeper and write down, who do I want to be? And everything that's not in alignment with that, cut it. Everything that's not in alignment with that. Who do you want to be? Now here's the part. When you put this intention out there, who you want to be, sometimes, and I said this, I think Friday, Saturday, one of those days, sometimes you got to sit down and have the conversations with the people around you, because they may not understand what you're really trying to do. They may not understand who you're really trying to become. Me and my wife, we've had the conversation before. I told her, listen, who I'm trying to become that entrepreneur that I just told y'all about. I'm trying to become that. So that's going to take like 80% of my focus. You know what I'm saying? Like really 100% of my focus while I'm doing it. But that's going to take most of my focus. This is who I'm going to become. This is who I want to be. So everything else, I just cut it out. If it don't align with that, I can't do the partying on the Saturday. I can't do the partying on Friday. I can't do that. Why? Because it doesn't align with who I'm trying to become. This doesn't align with who I want to be. And if we don't understand who we want to be, then we're always going to be out of alignment. We're never going to be able to accomplish anything if we haven't written down who we want to become. What's good? What's good? I see more people hopping on. If we don't know who we want to become, and I got this from Patrick Bet-David, right? I read this book called Your Next 5 Moves. Go get the book. Get the book, right? The very first chapter, he says, who do you want to be? And this is so super important, because I remember Kobe. I remember there was an interview or something with Kobe, right? And Kobe basically said, like, listen, I told my wife I'm trying to accomplish this, and this. And this is going to take for me to work from this time to this time. And it's going to be a 10-year, 5-year process. 10-year, 5-year, 10-year process. Are you okay with that? Now, here's the crazy thing. Even if that person wasn't okay with it, that lets you know that y'all not in alignment. Because maybe, right? Maybe if that person don't fully understand it, then maybe that person isn't in line with what you want, what you're becoming. And that's a problem in itself. Sometimes we try to force these relationships. Sometimes we try to force these things. No, you don't that environment. Now, some of us, we're lucky to have a partner that you know is cool with that. And then you support that partner as well in what they trying to do. Yeah, ET said, write it down. People forget, your paper remembers. Absolutely. Write it down. Write it down. This is, I promise you, if you don't do nothing else, spend time figuring out who you want to be. Who you want to be, not what. We always ask our kids, what do you want to be? That's the worst question on the planet. It's the worst question on the planet. What do you want to be? Like the thing comes before who. What? Oh, I want to be a carpenter. But who are you? Who do you want to be? Like what? Okay. Some people don't want to be a millionaire. Some people don't want that. They want to have some, you know, financial freedom. They want to be able to buy what they want to buy, you know, take a couple of vacations a year. That's what they want. But that's not what I want. I want to take it all the way. There is no end game for me. There's an end game. Don't get twisted. But there is no end to it. I want to take it as far as it can go. That's who I want to be. Right? That's the person that I am. I want to take it as far as this mug can go. We're talking about, okay, Desher, you want to have the warehouse, you want to have all these different things, you know, you want to be like the new Zappos, right? You want to take it there. But if we get there, once we get there, I'm still want to push the mark a little bit more. Why? Because that's who I am. That's who I want to be. And most of us, we don't know who we are. And so we struggle. We struggle trying to do things that don't really align with who we want to be and who we are. It don't align. I have like very little friends. You know what I'm saying? Like very little. Why? Because I'm so focused on this. I don't even have time to be pouring in all these different cups. I'm pouring in one cup. And when I'm pouring in this cup, and then I got to go pour into my kids and my wife. And guess what? I ain't got nothing left. I ain't got nothing left. I gave it all at the gym. I came home. I gave it all to my work for that day. And then I gave all to my kids and my wife. I got nothing left. I got nothing left. And that's a hard thing to balance. And most of us are trying to build balance, and there is no balance. It don't exist. You can only focus on one thing and give your all to it. You can only focus on one thing and give your all. And then you can switch focus and focus on that other thing. So like right now, last couple of weeks, I ain't even been getting as much work that I want to get done on a Saturday because my focus is on my kids on the Saturday. My focus is on the family on the Saturday now. On Sunday, I try my best not to do too much. I do a little bit here and there. But my focus is on the family those days. So now I'm working a little bit extra to get all the work done up until those days. Why? Because I know what I want to be. I know it. I know I want to be a great father, a great husband. I know I want to be a great entrepreneur. There's no balance. That's just a juggling act. It's just juggling. Sometimes it's very discouraging. It's like, oh man, as soon as I start building this right, oh, the business is flourishing. But now my kids, they like, hey, you ain't been over here. Then my wife's like, hey, it's been, you see what I'm saying? There is no, but I've had the conversation. And my wife understands. Now, does she still want her time? Absolutely. And we set up a system for that. We're going to do 2 date nights a month. We're going to make sure we get those date nights in. We got date night this week. Shout out for the Annie. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? 9 years. We celebrate 9 years. So this weekend, guess where my focus has to go? Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Probably won't be doing too much work. Now I can wake up earlier and get it done. But all of that comes from knowing who you want to be and what you want to become. All of that comes from that. I can wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning gladly because I know that I got to build this business, but I also got to have time for my kids. So if I can get 12 hours of work done, guess what? From 4 to 4, because as soon as I wake up, going to the gym, that's part of the work. Why? Because if I'm not healthy, my business can't flourish. Or it flourishes, and then my health is bad. I can't play with my kids. So health is a major priority. So as soon as I wake up, I'm working on my mental health. I'm popping the headphones in. I'm listening to something positive. As soon as I wake up, I'm giving gratitude to God before I get out the bed. Right? I try to get a couple scriptures in. I don't always do it. I try to get a couple scriptures in, and then I pop them headphones in. I'm straight up on positivity from the jump. I'm gearing this right here. I go to the gym. I get in that workout. Got to get my health right. Right? As soon as I get home, boom. As soon as I get, sometimes I work from home, sometimes I don't. Right? As soon as I'm in the garage right now, I'm about to start work. Guess what? This part, the podcast, this is all a part of it. Why? Because I want to give as I'm gaining. I want to pull people up. Okay, Destry, do the podcast, do it live. Do it live because you don't got time to be editing. You don't got time for none of that. So do it live. Get on the live, hop on the live, record, do all that, right? Do all that stuff. And then, boom, I'm working from this time to this time. Now, I try to cut it off, but here's the hard part of that. Once I'm in that mode, I'm in that mode. Once I'm hunting. And it's hard for me to cut it off sometimes. I'm just being honest. Once I'm in that mode, I'm in that mode. And it don't stop sometimes. Now that's where I gotta work on that. But like I said, all of it comes from asking yourself the question, who do I want to be? Who do I want? I wish we would stop asking kids what they want to be. Ask them, who do they want to be? So everything that they do is in alignment with who they want to be. The people that they date is in alignment with who they want to be. The skill sets that they go. Do you want to go to college route? Oh yeah, I want to go to college route because I want to be a doctor. Okay, that aligns. Or no, I don't want to go to college route because I want to be an entrepreneur. Cool. Who do you want to be? Not what. Who? Who do you want to become? Oh, I want to be this type of mother. I want to have this business that I do as well. Okay. We're getting somewhere. And if we don't know who, you can go around and just ask people, who are you? They won't be able to tell you. Most people cannot tell you who they are. Most people cannot tell you who they're trying to become. Most people cannot tell you who they want to be. They're just going with the flow of life. And me knowing who I want to be, I can't go with the flow of life. I got to create the flow. Uh-oh. We talking good now, and it's at the end of the podcast. You know what I'm saying? We talking good. I'm creating the flow. I create that. I create that. Why? Because I know who I want to be. I'm a creator. That's who I am, right? That's who we are. If we made an image of God, God's the greatest creator. That makes us creators. I'm about to get out of here. Listen, we didn't drop too many gems, y'all. Listen, go subscribe to the podcast. If you got any value from this, share it. Give it to, like, I give value first. The value is up front. If you got value, I'm not saying if you didn't get value, bump it. Don't share it. But if you got value, you watching this on YouTube, you watching this on Facebook, we live in like 3 or 4 different places right now. Share it with somebody. Tag them in it, whatever you want to do, share it. Go subscribe to the podcast, Apple, Spotify, all those good spots. Go subscribe. I ain't trying to sell you nothing. I just want you to subscribe to the podcast. That's all I want from you. Go subscribe to the podcast. Share it out to some people if you feel like they can get something from this. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.